Williams, and we back with another quarantine confession. I haven't done one for about a week because it takes a lot out of me, man. Not talking about it, I don't mind that. I get anxiety because it's out there forever, and it's not like it's not public knowledge, but I've been paranoid most of my career that the wrong people would find out that I was locked up and what I was locked up for. Honestly, I'm scared of white people knowing because I know black people don't care. White people will judge you deeply. And I pled guilty to first degree murder. Again, I didn't kill nobody, but I was there. Um, but I had to remind myself, and some other people have reminded me, comedians have reminded me that this is powerful, and it's probably going to help some people. And really, this is about redemption, and about how people change. And the question is, how do people change? It's hard to talk about it because it incites demons, and I'm tired of living with demons because they're always inviting more. And demons and vices go together, and that was my problem for a really long time, is just to get numb. People had no idea how much I was drinking and how much I was doing drugs because I didn't do drugs to party. I did drugs to go somewhere and be numb and just shut everything out. So, I would not show up for shit. I would set things up and not follow through because I just wanted to go somewhere and get numb. And it's not that jail in itself was so horrible that I couldn't handle it and the memories destroyed me. I didn't have it that bad. Um, More to do with guilt, more to do with feeling like you're branded, more to do with being treated like an animal for so long that you don't think you deserve anything. Um, but a good friend of mine just got out. A good friend of mine, Ansar El Muhammad, so-called Assad Atsalan, really good friend of mine. I was locked up for a lot of years with him. He just got out, did 17 years altogether. Got out and went back for 17 years. Um, and I love talking to him, but he reminded me of my foundation with Ansar El Muhammad's, with the Nation of Islam, and how much that molded me and helped me have a degree of security and foundation and accountability because I was required to behave a certain way with a certain degree of respect and decorum. And that's something that's very important in somebody's life when they're trying to transform themselves. So I'm not really a religious person, and I don't get much into organized religion, but I do understand why people would desire it and need it because that foundation and that need to follow a certain protocol can be very powerful. And that's something a lot of people are seeking right now in this lockdown, because after all, this is really what I'm talking about, all this, because we all feel like we're on lockdown. I want to tell you about somebody who was really on lockdown and changed their life. Assad is hilarious. I love the way he talks. I forgot we used to talk like that. Everything is this particular vehicle. I said, brother, how you dealing with this lockdown? You just got out after doing 17 years. He said, well, this particular vehicle right now is not concerned with that. I'm deep inside the knowledge, and I'm just glad to be outside of the hidden university. And now that I'm in the hells and wilderness of North America, the revolution continues. I mean, you gotta love it, man. Assad was hilarious. I used to always call him Brother Conspiracy. When he came around, I say Brother Conspiracy, Brother Conspiracy, because he was always on it. He was answering Muhammad 24/7. If you asked him what time it was, he would say Doomsday in America on the Universal Clock. What time is it, brother? In time, on time, all the time. Everything is in time. And he was a brilliant man, and he spent probably altogether 20 years. But he's out now, and I love you, Assad. But it really made me think about what this is all about and why I'm even talking about this. And the same things have been coming through with a lot of people I talk to. They say it's about redemption and how did you not go back? I've been out for 20 years. How did I not go back? The easy answer is comedy. I found a passion. I started doing comedy in prison, and that really propelled me into a dream, a desire, hope. Hope is the most important thing. But at the same time, I was heavy in with the Nation of Islam. And that foundation, that support, that accountability, that feeling like you're a part of something was very important to me. And on top of that, a lot of people put their necks out. My judge, Marty Jenkins, a black judge, took a chance on me because I kind of had the opposite of white privilege. I had a DA that wanted to prove a point that he wouldn't be soft on a white guy. And he didn't give a damn if I meant to hurt anybody. He didn't give a damn if I knew something was going to happen. He's like, I'm going to bury that white boy. And it took a black judge to take a chance on me, and I was forever grateful for that. I never wanted to disappoint him. And my mother did so much to save my life, and we'll talk about that later, a mother's love and what she'll do to keep her son out of prison for life. And all these elements came into play that I felt like I owed the world something. And, I never really was a criminal, but, I committed crimes because I was in that lifestyle. But really, this is about redemption. You can't judge a man by his past or what he's done. I mean, Malcolm X was a thief and a drug dealer. He became Malcolm X. He gave his life for a cause. So I just wanted to get back on this and start talking about this again because I kind of went through an anxiety last video I put up because my mother called me and she said, you put it out there that you were convicted of first-degree murder, and you sound like a really dangerous man. And I don't want that to be the only message that goes out because, yes, I was convicted of first-degree murder and I did time for it, but that doesn't define who I am. I didn't take a life. I committed a crime that resulted in someone dying, which is horrible, and I suffered from horrible guilt for a long time because of it, and I'm just so grateful to be out that now I'm coming to terms with all this shit, and I don't want to numb myself anymore. I don't want to punish myself anymore. I want to come to terms with stuff and move forward and possibly be a catalyst for change for other people, that you can understand you can change. The situation you're in is not permanent. It's just about what you want to do, and you can change that at any time. And I know a lot of people are feeling real depressed right now and real anxiety about being locked down, and drinking's going up, suicide's going up, man. This could be an opportunity for you to look inside yourself and become a stronger, better person. I really just wanted to get back on track and start talking to people again so I get back into doing these again. But again, I want to answer questions. So this is the question that I wanted to answer so I can make this an official quarantine confessions. Somebody asked me on the DM, do I miss anything about prison? And I was trying to think of something funny. There are certain things I miss about prison. But one thing I do miss that I think is funny is I miss throwing a fuck. If anybody ever been locked up knows what throwing a fuck is. It's not easy to lie to people in jail because you can throw a fuck and you're required to respond to this. So let's say somebody steals something from me. We locked up, somebody steals something. I don't know who did it. Nobody knows who did it. Well, somebody gonna know. If I throw a fuck, I get in front of the whole dorm. I say, yo, man, check this out. One of you motherfuckers took my zooms and wham, stole my Snickers, touched my shoes, anything. Whoever touched my shit, fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your hood, fuck everything you represent. And the person that did it has to fight you. So if he jumps up and fights you, he did it. You know who did it. You just better be prepared after you throw that fuck to throw them hands. And, if that person doesn't jump up and doesn't say, yo, man, what the fuck you talking about my hood for? Then he going to have to face consequences later because he let somebody say, fuck your hood. And you can't do that. You cannot do that in jail. So that's one thing I miss. I miss being able to throw a fuck because nowadays you don't know who's lying. You don't know who. There's nothing to make someone tell the truth. And in jail, there are ways to make people tell the truth. So there's an honor among thieves and accountability. So, I think that's probably the only goddamn thing I miss about there because I don't miss shit else. It's not the place to be, man. This is Nima Williams, man. Keep watching. I promise to do more of these. I know a lot of people have been saying I should, and I had to take a little break, man. I took a break from social media for 3 days, and I had to recharge myself, recharge my batteries, man. Thank y'all for listening. Nima Williams, comedian. Follow, comment. Ask me questions. I'm telling you, I will answer them. I don't know if I should be telling the people's names or not, but maybe I will. I don't know. Anyway, peace and love. Love y'all.